This marks the beginning of my 2-month solo trip to Southeast Asia. But for the first leg of my journey, I'm flying from London to Chengdu. It's my first time traveling to the Asian continent, and what a better way to start than by spending 24 hours in China. Wish me luck. Hello, so getting here was quite stressful, but I'm finally in my seat. I'm in the middle row, and here's what economy looks like. I have a blanket. I've also been given a pillow. I think I also have a set of headphones. But yeah, I'm really excited and ready to take off. Oh my goodness, what an adventure. This is crazy. So I'm now in the bus number 2 from the airport to the center of Chengdu, and yeah, it was such a struggle getting to understand what they were saying, but thankfully the woman who worked at the ticket office was super helpful, and they told me that the driver will let me know when I need to get off because I don't know any Mandarin, but I'm out of breath. So currently I'm going to check the time. It is 3 past 5 p.m. and I'm out of breath because it took about an hour to get through customs, and yeah, I had to exchange some money, which, you know, they rip you off at the airport every time, so that wasn't as cool, but it's okay, they didn't give me that bad of a rate. So yeah, the bus is empty, so I don't know when we will be leaving, but yeah, it's just me here right now, and I'm gonna relax, take my jacket off because I'm really warm, but yeah, this is Chengdu Airport.
anybody for the long plane journey, but I mean, it's all good. So that was lovely, and the wait went by. I think we waited maybe half an hour to get the passport checked and stuff, and stamped and everything. And then I got my bag, and I headed to the currency exchange bureau, and I changed only a few pounds because I know the exchange rates at airports are not the best. And finally, I headed out to the bus stop. So I already knew which bus stop to take because I already googled it and stuff. Also, I didn't have any internet, so I was like, hopefully this works out. And there were two lovely ladies at the ticket office, and they were super helpful. They were like, okay, I was showing them screenshots of all my research, and I wrote the places where I wanted to stop, both in Mandarin and in English, so I would know which, so that they would know as well. And thankfully they understood. So they were like, oh, we'll tell the driver to tell you when you need to get off. Oh my god, they were all so lovely. And then, just in case, when I was in the bus, I asked a woman who was sitting across from me, and I asked her, oh, do you know where this is? Just double check. And she had told the driver, and she reassured me that the driver will let me know when I had to get off. So that was really good. He told me where to get off, and then where I got off wasn't exactly where I expected. So I went into a hospital, and I asked one of the guards how to get to my hostel, and he directed me in the right direction, but then I still didn't quite know where to go. So I didn't have any internet, but thankfully I had a screenshot, very blurry screenshot of Google Maps, how to get to my hostel. So what I did was I looked at like the landmarks kind of thing, so it showed one of the big banks here in Chengdu, and from there I figured out how to get to my hostel, and I was checking. Thankfully the street names have the English version as well, so I managed to come here no problem, and I'm so glad it was still daylight. The hostel staff are the friendliest, and as I said, everything looks super pretty. So I'm just so glad that everything worked out, and I have Wi-Fi now, so I can plan my trip for tomorrow. And yeah, so that's briefly the experience so far. So I'm really happy, but I'll go out for a moment and see what Chengdu has to offer.
I'm wanting to get to Tianfu Square, but I don't really know where I am. I'm just looking through the city, but it's really pretty, so I'm just enjoying seeing everything. Have a look. So I just passed my curfew, and I should probably get back, but it was worth coming here at Tianfu Square. Let me show you. You hear the music? This is Tianfu Square. How beautiful. Especially during the night with all the lights. So I just want to briefly describe how this place is. It's so peaceful because it plays some traditional Chinese music. So it's really nice, but it also feels like a break from the city. The city is honestly so busy all the time, and it's great to visit for, I mean, I would say for me, the little I've seen, it's great to visit for a while, but it's way too busy for a town girl like me. But yeah, it's amazing. It's so surreal how many people get around in bikes and motorbikes, and just the traffic, and how getting from one point of the street to the other, it's just a challenge. I need to look 1,000 times each side so I don't get run over by a motorbike, but it's great. Oh my god, there is a shopping mall, I'll show you. Look at this. All the lights, how pretty is this? Wow. I just wanna relax here for a while and look at the Science and Technology Museum. What I'm seeing right now, I really enjoy. So I'm really happy everything worked out fine so far. See you later. So I'm back at the hostel, and on the left I'm heading to the social area, and yeah, so it's 8:15. I was hoping to go to bed at 9, but I'm just gonna go see this movie right here, The Wind Rises. So let's see if there's nice people. Let's see if we can socialize. So I'm just chilling in the common area. I've just turned on the computer. They have here this beautiful Mac, but I don't think the mouse is working, so I guess I'll just have to use my phone. But it's fine. I just wanted to Google how what to do around here. That's relatively close because I have an hour until breakfast. But yeah, I'll give you another tour. I already showed you last night, but yeah, this is the common area. So nice. Love how they all have games and stuff. And yeah, yesterday didn't want to record my voice because everybody was playing, but now that I'm alone it's much better. Well, not much better, but much less awkward, I guess. But yeah, I want to walk you through actually. I'll leave my phone here because there's nobody. But I want to show you the bit where it's like a lot of people gather. Oh, there's like artsy stuff. Let me see. I haven't been to this area yet. Look at this. This is so cool. I feel like I want to paint a mask. Can I do one? I'm gonna go ahead and get my stuff and probably see if I can paint something because that looks really cool. But yeah, I love how everybody just puts their stuff down. I guess like the hostel says like take care of your valuables everywhere, but I get the vibe that it's really safe. And you know, Chinese people are super lovely and super friendly. I don't know, you always have to be cautious obviously, but I just feel like the vibe here gives me safety, so that's really good to feel when you're solo traveling. But anyhow, I'll see you later. I'm at the Wenshu Monastery Gardens. So I'm glad I decided to come because I thought it'd be closed at this time. So I thought it opens at 8:30. But it may be closed, but you can still look from outside. So you're not allowed to take pictures inside, but I can guarantee it is worth it. And it was quite interesting earlier because this Chinese man started talking to me and I had no idea what he was saying, and I was trying to explain that I didn't speak any Chinese Mandarin. But yeah, we just gave each other smiles, and you know, smiles in international language. But how pretty is this place? I'm so glad I came. Oh my goodness. Because many times you're scared of the unknown and you just decide to stay comfortable. In my case, it was staying at the hostel, but you know, it's amazing. So it's almost 8, so I'm gonna go back for breakfast. I'm finally getting to the airport, Terminal 1, and I'm a complete mess, because I've been running around trying to find the way to get here because it was quite complicated, but I just want to say that Chinese people are the nicest people here. And also it's really important to ask, because I need to go in more detail when I feel I sat down, but it was crazy. So I'm finally at the airport after all this madness that I need to tell you about, and yeah, I'm actually here a bit over 3 hours early. I mean, not early, but 3 hours before my flight leaves, which is plenty of time. But I just thought it would take so much more time to get here from the city centre. So let me explain. I was at the hostel, and so I left at around, I'd say 10, yeah, or a bit earlier than 10. I checked out, and then, oh my goodness, the people at the hostel, the staff were super friendly, and even like they helped me find out where it is that I wanted to take my bus. More on that later. And even the woman must have misunderstood what I said, and she insisted on giving me money for the bus because she thought I didn't have any cash. So that was super lovely. of her. So what happened? I walked to the supposedly where the bus was gonna pick people up, but there was no bus stop. So where I thought the bus stop was meant to be, there was a bank, and so I went inside and I asked a man where I could find this stop, and he didn't speak any English, so we were trying to communicate with Google Translate, with gestures, I guess. I had written some stuff in Mandarin, like the address of where I wanted to go, which is the airport. But eventually 3 other people started helping me, like 4 of them trying to get me to understand, and they were saying I had to take a subway, so they were insisting that there was no bus, and I was like, no, surely there is a bus. I googled this before leaving, there is a bus. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll go into the Sheraton, which was on the other side of the road, because I think this is a prestigious hotel, surely the staff speaks English. And I was right. The woman was like, okay, there's no bus, so there's a lot of people now telling me that there's no bus, so I had to trust them. And so she said, you can get the subway. So by this point I was sweating. After all the walking, I had maybe walked for 15 minutes with all my bags, and I had to walk another 15 minutes to Tianfu Square. So there, I didn't have a clue. I ran down to the metro. I had to ask a woman where exactly the entrance was, and I asked another, like a young guy, which side it was I had to go on, and then he helped me. Then I asked at another desk how I could get to the airport. They redirected me to the staff, like the office, the ticket office. Oh my god, I asked so many people. And then the man there at the ticket office was so lovely. He wrote to me exactly where it is I had to get off. I had to take 3 different subways, and surprisingly it was really cheap. It was only 5 yuan, which the bus on the way to the center was 15, but still cheap nonetheless. And yeah, at first I was freaked out because he wrote this stuff in Mandarin, so I had no idea. But somehow because I have a good sense of direction, I keep saying, yeah, I managed to get on the right subways, and I got here really quickly. So I was really stressed, but it all worked out fine, and I'm finally at the airport. So yeah, I already checked in. I need to drop my bags. After that, everything should go smoothly. I'm very, very warm and sweaty, as I keep saying, but I'm finally here, so that's what matters.